Hello students, I welcome you all to this video lecture on GST Act 2017. Illustration 4, we are discussing this problem in this video. So this question was asked in April 2018 by Mangalore University for BCom students. Mr. Vinod is a registered dealer in Bhopal. Bhopal is in which state? Can you guess? Most of you will know this. It is in Madhya Pradesh. Yes. From the following particulars, compute turnover which is taxable under IGST and IGST payable. You have to give much importance to this. They have not asked you GST payable. They have asked you very clearly IGST and IGST payable. What is the importance of this word IGST? How is it different from GST? Very simple. When they ask GST, you have to find all the three types of GST, that is CGST, SGST, IGST, and if in case there is CGST and UTGST, that is also to be found out. But in this case, they have told you we don't want CGST, SGST, we don't want CGST, UTGST, we only want IGST and IGST payable. So first find out the taxable turnover which is related only and only to IGST, and then find out what is IGST payable. Which supplies will attract IGST? Yes, very simple. Those supplies which are made out of Madhya Pradesh in this case. Yes or no? Bhopal is in Madhya Pradesh. So any goods which are sold out of Madhya Pradesh, all of those will attract IGST, right? So in simple language, in day-to-day language, the products, the goods should be sold from one state to another state, as simple as that. Okay, so let's move on to the data given. Product C worth rupees 2,04,000 sold to a registered dealer of Punjab, 28%. Punjab is a separate state, so we'll consider this for the taxable turnover. Product M amounting to rupees 2 lakh supplied to a dealer of Srinagar. Srinagar is in Jammu and Kashmir. 12% is the IGST applicable out of state. So we will take this. Product B worth rupees 2,20,000 were transferred to their branch at Kolkata, IGST 18%. One of the important notes you have to keep in mind is that those goods which are transferred out of the state, please remember branch transfer which happens, if it happens within the state, that will be considered as not a supply. We will not take that for taxable turnover, but all those products which are transferred to their branches outside the state, even if it is a branch transfer, if it happens outside the state, then we will have to take that for computing taxable turnover. So 2,20,000 worth goods are being sent out of Madhya Pradesh and they are being sent to Kolkata, which is in West Bengal. So between two states, yes or no? So we will have to go for computation of taxable turnover. This will be included. Commodity Z worth rupees 3 lakh supplied to job worker of Bangalore at 12%. In any case, whenever an SSE supplies goods to job worker, we have to consider that as not a supply at all. So it will not come even in aggregate turnover. Obviously, if it does not come in aggregate turnover, there is no question of it coming in taxable turnover. Ayurvedic medicines worth rupees 1,64,800 are sold to registered dealer of Maharashtra from Madhya Pradesh to Maharashtra. So IGST is applicable. We have to take this. Product S worth rupees 54,000 are sold to the registered dealer of Uttar Pradesh at 5%. Once again, outside the state, we have to take that. Product G rated at 5% amounting to 3,10,000 were sold to a firm of London in the course of export outside India. Now tell me, exports are considered as zero rated supply. Zero rated supply means, are they attracting any tax? No, this transaction does not attract any tax, so we will not take this into consideration because we are finding out turnover which is taxable or taxable turnover. We will have to take only those transactions, only those supplies which attracts tax. Product S amounting to rupees 5,40,000 sold to a registered dealer of UP at 5%. Once again, outside the state, IGST is applicable, so we will take. Commodity X imported from UK for rupees 8 lakh. IGST is 12%. I had told you in previous problems that purchases made by you will not be considered in finding out aggregate turnover or taxable turnover, but there is an exception to that. One of those exceptions is this, that is when you import a product. Why is it so? Why, you might ask why? The simple reason for that is the product which are being sold by some other party from other country, our government has no rights to claim tax from them. Our government has the rights to claim tax from only its citizens, only within its territory. So when you are purchasing, you have to pay tax. Usually what happens is tax has to be paid by the seller, tax has to be paid by the supplier. But when in case of import, and there is one more case, which is while you purchase goods from unregistered dealer, in both the cases, if it is from outside the state, in both the cases you will have to pay IGST. This you just consider this as supply of goods which happen between two states. IGST will be applicable. Same thing will be followed here. Next, received goods from a registered dealer of Haryana for rupees 5 lakh at 12%. These two are given together to check your conceptual knowledge of the topic. Very clearly they have mentioned received goods, which means it's a purchase. The other important word is registered dealer. Registered dealer means that person will already pay tax on that GST on that particular supply. Should you pay then? No. If this had been given as received goods from an unregistered dealer, in that case you would have taken this amount in the taxable turnover and then you would have paid tax. But here they have clearly mentioned you have received the goods, which means it's a purchase, and you have received from registered dealer. Obviously the person who has registered under GST, he will pay tax. Should you pay two times tax on the same transaction, same supply? Not required. So ignore that data as it is. Next, sale of petroleum products to a registered dealer in UP. As I am reading this, all of you would have already known that it is not taxable under GST. GST is not empowered. The GST Council, even in the GST Act, they have not included this word. They have said we will include this at a later date when the GST Council suggests. So now, for now, GST is not applicable on petroleum products. So we will not take this into account. Alcoholic liquor for human consumption is also not in the purview of GST. So we will ignore this data also. Supplied product L worth rupees 8 lakh to a dealer in Bhopal at 5%. This is very important. What is happening here? First question you have to ask yourself is this a taxable supply? Yes. Am I finding out taxable supply or taxable turnover, or am I finding out taxable turnover under IGST? I am finding out taxable turnover under IGST, and that's why we will ignore this data. Can you tell me why? Yes, most of you guessed it correctly. The supply here is being made within the state, intrastate. CGST, SGST will be applicable, and for us, CGST, SGST is not important as of now. As of now, we want IGST, taxable turnover under IGST. So we will ignore this. Product R amounting to rupees 3,45,000 sold to an unregistered dealer of Bhubaneswar at 12%. To whom do you sell is not important. From whom you purchase will be important. So obviously Bhubaneswar is in Odisha, outside the state, so you will have to pay tax. IGST will be paid, so you will take that amount. Rendering services worth rupees 3 lakh to a person of New Delhi at 18%. So New Delhi, different state from Madhya Pradesh, so it will attract IGST. So we will take this while computing taxable turnover under IGST. The last one, product S sold to a dealer of Arunachal Pradesh for rupees 3,55,000 at 5%. So again, this is also outside the state. So we will take that for computing taxable turnover under IGST. So now let's start with our problem. Product A C sold to a registered dealer of Punjab. We have to take that. Rate of tax is given in the problem along with the particular point. So please check it there if you want once again. I'll not read about this in detail because we have already done that, and there is ample resources available for you to cross check. So product M supplied to Srinagar is given, we have to take that. Product B transferred to branch in Kolkata, because it is interstate, we will take that amount. Ayurvedic medicines, because they have mentioned that it is taxable at 12%, we have to take that into consideration. The next one, product C, product S sold to a dealer of Uttar Pradesh, we will take that into consideration. Uttar Pradesh is outside the country, outside the state, outside the state. So we will take that into consideration. 5,40,000 is also outside the state, outside Madhya Pradesh. So we will take that into consideration. Commodity X imported from UK, 8 lakh into 12%. We will take that because it is import. In import, IGST, you have to pay, the buyer itself has to pay the IGST. So we will take that into consideration. Bhubaneswar, Odisha, outside the state. So we have to take that amount. We have to also find out the IGST payable along with this. Okay. So we are finding out taxable turnover in one column. We are finding out IGST payable in one column. Taxable turnover under IGST is being found out here. The next one, product is supplied to a dealer, Arunachal Pradesh, separate state once again. And the last one, while we add all of this, we will get total taxable turnover. That will be 31,82,800, and IGST payable will be 3,79,346. So that's all about this problem. Thank you so much for listening to me. We'll meet in the next problem.